Hey, it's Derek, TMEA 2024. Great friend, Daniel Todd. Daniel and I kind of broke in this together way back when. So excited to see him. How's TMEA so far?
I just got here with day one. It's been fantastic. This is just invaluable for all music people.
So let me ask you a question. If I'm here and I don't really know what to do to get the most out of it, do you have like a secret menu, or is there one thing you got to do while you're here?
You know, I mean, you got the clinics, which is great, and I love and I learn a lot. And you got the exhibits, and that's fantastic. I'm going to tell you what I love the most about this, and what I think is invaluable for any band director, is the wealth of knowledge walking these aisles. And if you want to learn something about music, this is a place to do it and find somebody. What I would do is I'd ask my friends, hey, I'm having trouble with my band and this. Who do you know can fix that?
I was going to say, Dan, see if you agree with this. Young guys, no offense, young guys, young ladies, get out there and they feel kind of overwhelmed with the contest music, with how do I get kids to behave? How do I make my band better? But sometimes we're too shy, or I don't know if I want to use them, embarrassed, or we're just too scared to ask somebody.
It is hard.
And I say, why won't you ask somebody? I don't want them to see how bad it is. What do you say to those people?
It is very hard to ask, and especially now. When I got into it, I knew nothing, and I was very adamant about asking anybody questions. And if you can get into that as a young director, you can learn so much. And I had so many mentors, and I had people that I knew were great in intonation, but they were weak in discipline. So if I needed discipline, I'd go and talk to these people.
Right.
And a lot of them I met here because I would ask my friends, hey, I don't know who does this, but maybe you do. And they could take me right over there and go, let me introduce you to my college band. Let me introduce you to the honor band director that I know in our region. And I would make connections there. Do you mind if I get your email? Do you mind, and it was invaluable. And I would really encourage people to use it, and don't just get a number or thing, but call. And I have a lot of those now at this age. I get to see them all.
I was here to ask you, do you care if we give people your email? If they got a question?
I don't mind at all.
You good to help?
Sure.
Cool. Well, we'll get it and we'll put it on the screen.
You got it.
And another thing I might throw in there, usually the people at the music store know a lot of people. And if you're looking for some help, we probably know who to talk to. Again, we kind of came into this the same year. I think your first year teaching was my first year out trying to be a music store guy.
Yeah.
And we kind of fumbled through some of this together. But if you'll remember, the music store was a great place to go network, to hang out, to ask questions.
Honestly, back then, it used to be almost every Saturday you could walk into that music store.
Drink some coffee and listen.
Yeah, and there'd be donuts and coffee, and there'd be 8 band directors back there. I don't mean big name band directors.
Right.
And they'd all be sitting talking. They'd be listening to each other's recordings, just talking shop. And I remember I would go in there pretty religiously, and it was a drive, 40-minute drive, but I'd do it. And I could learn so much just sitting there in that chair listening.
I was talking to my friend Mike Lenny about some of that stuff, and he goes, what's amazing? Back when we broke in, they didn't worry about your feelings near as much as we do. And you'd put something out there, and they'd be like, all right, here's what you...
Yeah, playing a recording for J.R. McIntyre. He told me what it needed to be done. He would tell me.
It was not shy.
No, but it helped. Sure helped.
Well, brother, we appreciate you taking a few minutes. We're going to put his email up there. If you got questions, how many years was it? How many years did you wind up? 30-ish?
29.
29. You've got some experience if you want to ask a question. And you've kind of been at, listen, you know some of the small school troubles. You can relate to, I'm out here on an island. What do I do? So you got a question? Or you can contact us and we'll get you in touch with him. So love you, brother.
Hey, man, love you too, man.
Good to see you.